It was talking about like the premise of this game, how it introduced Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine, the STARS officers sent in by the city and the Raccoon City Police Department to investigate the murders that happened in this mansion. It was developed over the course of 1 year and 2 months as part of an exclusivity deal between Capcom and Nintendo, directed by Shinji Mikami, who also designed and directed the original Resident Evil. He decided to produce a remake because he felt that the original had not aged well enough and that the GameCube's capabilities could bring it closer to its original vision. That's right, I remember saying that. I remember people saying that this remake was very faithful to the original because not only does it look nice, it plays nice, but it also adds more to what the original didn't include in the PlayStation 1. I'm just trying to see here. Yeah. I think we'll keep... Actually, no. I want to bring in the handgun, because I feel like the remainder for this is that I could easily just take care of easy zombies and maybe the dogs with, like, the handgun. Because probably at this point, or a little bit later into the game, is when I'm gonna have to be using like shotguns or the grenade launcher and whatnot. Upon release, Resident Evil received acclaim from video game journalists who praised its graphics and improved gameplay over the original. It is often described as one of the best, scariest, and most visually impressive entries in the Resident Evil series. However, the game sold worse than expected, leading Capcom to change the direction of the series to a more action-oriented approach. So I guess after this, it didn't become more scary. In 2008, the game was ported to the Wii, featuring a new control system. And in 2015, a high-definition remaster was released to critical and commercial success for PS3, PS4, Windows, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and then later for the Nintendo Switch. So, in all honesty, could I have just played, like, the PS4 version of this, or would I just stuck with the GameCube version? If we're being honest here. Would that have, like, changed better for, like, the high definition? But since this is also being on the Dolphin, like, the quality here is, like, top-notch. Right, I'm gonna have to remember my controls here, because I was actually doing another playthrough. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take as many herbs as I can here. I was actually doing another playthrough yesterday with a pesticide spray for flowers. It appears to be empty. I was actually doing another playthrough yesterday on the 16th with my friends, and it was actually none other than Five Nights at Freddy's. I wanted to actually do that game for a long time because of how it like impacted the series so much, or like how much of an impact that game was for over a decade. And it still leaves me impressed too by how much of an impact that was to this day. And I'm really glad I think that also, like, introduced a genre of, like, indie horror games. Unless we're thinking of Amnesia. I think Amnesia was actually the first. But Five Nights at Freddy's had some sort of genre where it just, like, ear-rapey jump scare sound effects in an indie horror game. Is this clear? Yeah, okay. But yeah, that and also Amnesia introduced a genre of, like, horror game YouTubers, such as PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, all those people we know and love that only just play horror games for entertainment, and we still love them to this day. Okay, so I need to go this way. There's like that one, maybe it's in that small room, actually. Yeah, no, okay. I have to go into this room. Yeah, this is where I have to go. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. There's like giant bees all over the place. Ow, 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 ow. Get out of here. A corpse with a contorted expression of pain on his face. He's holding something. Insecticide spray. Let's go. Ah, frick. No, no, no. We're gonna have to run away for a sec. Get away from the bees. There's some giant ass bees too. Anyways, I finally played that game yesterday and I actually had a good time with it, even though I was like kind of scared and hard focused. Like, I actually had time to talk about things, like how the game is actually played. Giant beehive. Ugh. Okay. We're gonna have to use the insecticide spray into this hole. Because there was a wasp on the other side, or there was a hornet's nest on the other side. No! Okay. Sheesh. Could you give me a break? Alright, there shouldn't be any more beehives now. I will pick up this magazine, though. 130 bullets, that's insane. I feel like I could take on the zombies throughout the whole mansion. The lock mechanism for the door. Oh, I can use this, though. If I remember correctly. This was... yeah, that was red. And I had to look at the billiard balls, so it was 3. Orange was 5. And then green was 6. Right. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I can use, like, B and a directional button to... wait. Oh, if I tap B and down, I change the direction. Like I'm using the C stick. Okay. Ah, yes, plants. Yes, the red herbs. So I think if I actually combine those two, a red and green herb, that can fully increase, fully heal my health. Like that can do my health completely. That's not even everything. Actually, no. I'm supposed to go where the hornet's nest was, which was around this corner. Oh, yeah. Which we can get the residence key. Nice. And then we can get this red herb. Yeah, see now in this map that it turned green, which means that this room is complete. But yeah, no, I did a small playthrough of that game. I made it all 5 nights, and I wanted to attempt to do night 6. And I was so close. I was so close on beating it the first try. In fact, I made like a timer looking back at the VOD at like how close I actually was in that night. And I did die through like Power Outage Freddy. But an entire night goes through like 9 minutes. So for each in-game hour is like 90 seconds real time. I was 15 seconds roughly on like away from winning. I was 15 seconds away. I was a little bit upset, but what are you gonna do? Let's check in this room. Yep. Yeah, we just have to get rid of the resonance key for this. There might be a zombie in here. No, but there is a typewriter here. Surprisingly. More ink ribbons. Good. I guess there's not anything to, like, read or anything. But there is this. The shelf is lined with red books. There is one white book sandwiched in between them. Take the Jill Sandwich book. Organic Chemistry Lab Experiment. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus have been reported in previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We have given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, then V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant. The entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and UMB chemicals in a specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. The characteristics of each UMB chemical are as follows. UMB number 3 red, yellow 6 yellow, UMB number 7 green, UMB number 10 orange, VP 17 blue, and V-Jolt dark brown. Shut it, fridge. If you do those colors in that specific order, you can get the V-Jolt. But we can also do this and put the red book that we've been holding on to in that same shelf. The bindings of the book seem to form some kind of pattern. So now we get to do a shaping puzzle. We gotta match the images of the middle picture to make an image. Like so. Actually, I think that just showed brief nudity on that book. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah. I think we're good here. We can go back to make the chemical. I'm just gonna double check in this room. Yeah. Do I even want to stick around here? There's something in the bathtub. Dagger. Sweet. Yeah, I do not want to touch that, I do not want to touch that sink. It's filled with vines. Whew. Freaky. Okay. We can go to the chemical room and make that V-Jolt. So yeah, I'm not even sure if this game is too dark for you guys. Let me figure something out. Adjust via TV monitor. Oh, okay. It's funny how they give you the option to, like, if you want to change the brightness, just use your TV. Okay. Let's go make that chemical. So it's a little bit complicated, but we're going to do as follows. First, we got to grab those 3 jars. Yeah. There should be at least 3. It looks like there's 4. I'm going to grab the 4. Okay. Fill one with water. And then fill the second bottle with UMB number 3. That's not the one. UMB number 3, take some. Okay. Got water, and then fill the second bottle with UMB number 3, located in the yellow jar. Oh no, located in the yellow jar. Mix the 2 to obtain NPO4. There we go, that's MP number 4. Collect some yellow 6 and mix the 2 again for MB number 10. Okay. Now collect more water and more yellow 6. Got some water. Some yellow 6. And mix those for UMB number 7. Okay, I get it. Mix these. Yep. When UMB number 7 and UMB number 10 combined, you will have VP 17. And then, lastly, pick up one last batch of UMB number 3. And then mix it for the coveted V-Jolt chemical. There we go. So now we got some V-Jolts. We're going to have to take that to the source of the Plant 42 that's located in the Aqua Ring. And that's quite a ways away from here. We're going to have to go back to the shark area. And I'm going to have to put these bottles back. I'm going to have to throw these bottles away. I don't think it was really needed to get that 4th jar. Resident Evil was developed by Capcom, Production Studio 4, and was directed by Shinji Mikami. Designed and directed the original. The game was yep. Unlike Resident Evil 2, 3 Nemesis, and Code Veronica, which were simply ported to the GameCube, Mikami decided to produce a remake of the original because he felt its graphics had not aged well. Oh, wow. I'm seeing the picture here. Julia Voth is a Canadian model. Served as the basis for Jill Valentine's facial and physical appearance. That's pretty cool. Another score 1 for us Canadian people. Let's go. I think there's supposed to be a zombie in here, but like I think I killed them all.